A beautiful afternoon for a fist fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. First up, we have Billy Dibb, standing 5'7.5" tall with a reach of 6. It's Billy Dibb, the former IBF featherweight champion. And here is Emmanuel.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Sydney, Australia, here is a featherweight champion of the world, Billy the Kid Dibb.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they... Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Ooh, a good straight. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Catch and shoot. You'd like to see more jabs. That counter shot lands. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK. And Emmanuel Augustus is down.
But what a shot. Was that a flash knockdown? He should get up from that. He's fresh enough. He can get up from that. Does he want to?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Perfect counter shot. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last week. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got a bluff.
That right hook not connecting. Nice counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. It's all offense all the time. Billy Dibb in trouble.
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his legs away from him.
And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round.
You're switching up.
What would
You're starting to make mistakes.
On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. Neither fighter willing to slow down. When are we going to see a jab from these two? He parries that left jab away. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Swing and a miss with that jab. Billy Dibb is dazed and confused.
Does he know he's hurt him? Look at him. That back foot went. It completely shivered. Did you see that, Todd?
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. And a round that...
Let's go out there and get the boxing match.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Billy Dibb on the back foot. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Good counter punching. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
His stamina is off the charts. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Emmanuel. There's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
How about that time counter shot? Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Oh, and Augustus might be ready to fall down.
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's staggered. Does he know? Does he know he's even gone?
I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Billy.
What are you doing?
This is the beginning of round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Block that jab. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. He misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Billy Dip.
I need you to focus.
There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They're going deep into the gas tank on this round. They exchange punches. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punch. Swing and a miss with the jab. Billy Dibb in some serious trouble.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Look at those legs. The legs have gone.
No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Billy. And there's the bell for round 8. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those cut areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be hard.
One, two, three, four, five. Give me your glove.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Augustus is clipped.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. You still want to fight.
Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.